hearty welcome to all of you. As per YouTube standard, we have to speak in English. Okay, to begin with, then we can speak in other languages. Okay. Hari Om, Hardam Swagatam. We'll start the class with the Prarthana Shlokas. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurme Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nithaye Sarva Vidyanam Shadeha Varoginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Pratismati Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyatam Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Yomavat-vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamam Mudanmaham Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Nimyaistamaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramo Parishadair Gayantiyam Samagaha Dhyanabasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita 𝐈𝐸𝐻𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐚𝐬𝐴 Sankhya Yoga. Hari Om. All of on cameras, we keep on repeating. We've got a few coordinators also encouraging people to sit on cameras. Let us go for 100% camera on. It should be like a live class. It should be like coming into a session, spending 1 hour learning the Shastras properly, especially during this Chaturmasim period. So, and learn and get this knowledge. This knowledge is liberating knowledge. Please understand. All other knowledge is binding knowledge. The only knowledge which will liberate you. So focus. Please switch on cameras. Balachandran Iyer, Sharada, Narendra Babu, Venkat, Venkatesh, Hospet, Ushayan. Should I keep on calling names? I don't think you are helping yourself by switching off cameras. Okay, please. Hari Om. Welcome, AVP. AVP, sir. Please put your full name. Mr. Parik. Welcome. Hari Om. Okay, let us now chant Adi Shankaracharya's Mangala Shloka. There are a few new joinees. For the benefit of new joinees, please now put the Adi Shankaracharya's Mangala Shloka in the chat box. Some of you can, any of the volunteers can please put it. This is a introductory shloka called Mangala Shloka that Adi Shankaracharya writes at the beginning of the Bhashya. For every Bhashya, Bhashya means commentary. Adi Shankaracharya has written commentaries for 10 Upanishads, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and the Brahma Sutra Bhashyas for Vedanta Prakriya. For other things, he has written other commentaries, but for this is the main thing we are studying. So it's very important to chant Adi Shankaracharya's Mangala Shloka as we start the study of Bhagavad Gita Shastra. So let's all chant now. And also please put the meeting note, what you have sent, because people normally don't read. They're in such a hurry in life. They're achieving great things. So at least we'll get their attention to the subject matter. 2 things let us now start doing for the next couple of classes. Narayana Paro. You can also put in English for the benefit of people who don't know Sanskrit. Raja Sagar, very good. Put the context of the lesson. Please understand, you need to understand the context of what we are discussing, because it's a continuous class. It is not a lecture. It is not a upanyasam where we come and say something and forget it and start something new. It is a continuous learning. So you should know how the learning progress systematically, because Bhagavad Gita is very systematic. I hope you're understanding, right? Okay, let's chant the Adi Shankaracharya's Mangala Shloka. Om Narayana Paro Vyaktate Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantastvime Lokaha Saptadvipacha Medini. Om. Let's chant the first shloka of Chitta Prajna Lakshana, that Bhagavan begins as an answer to Arjuna's question. I think Arjuna's question is already over. No, shloka number 54, Padavibhaga Anvaya is over, right? Can somebody confirm? Over, correct? Yes or no? Yes, Arvind is saying yes. Okay, fine. Now, shloka number 55. Shri, can Sahasra please come? Shri Bhagavan Vacha Prajahati Yada Kaman Sarvan Parthamanogatan Atmanyevatmana Tushtaha Thita Prajnastadochyate.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Prajahati Yada Kaman Sarvan Parthamanogatan Atmanyevatmana Tushtaha Sthita Prajnastadochyate.
Very good. Let's stand together. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Prajahati Yada Kaman Sarvan Parthamanogatan Atmanyevatmana Tushtaha Hita Prajnastadochyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we are in that portion of Bhagavad Gita where Bhagavan has explained to Arjuna and through Arjuna to all of us the process of karma yogi moving to jnana yoga and become a jnana yogi. Yes or no? Clear, no? All the slokas 51, 52, 53 slokas should have it in mind. So when Bhagavan explained what really is the state a jnani reaches, Arjuna is very interested. He wants to know what are the characteristics of a jnani. And so he asks question to Bhagavan, thinking that a jnani's external behavior will change. External appearance and all will change is what he's thinking. So yeah, what is that he asked? He asked Bhagavan that, hey Krishna, what is the description of this wise man who is established in this Atmajnanam, established in Atman, okay? And how does this wise man speak? How does he sit? How does he walk? What is his demeanor? 4 questions he asked. So what is Arjuna's understanding? Now you should be able to interact. What is Arjuna's understanding? After getting jnanam, suddenly the person's external appearance will change, the way he walks will be different. No, everything is thinking that, but please understand, Bhagavan's focus is going to be on the mind. The mind has undergone a transformation. Information that the person has accumulated over n number of years. Depending on your punya samskara, the n number of years can be either 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, 100 years, or many janmas. Malati madam. But we should keep on working on this. Keep on reading Vedanta lessons consistently. One day, that puzzle will get unraveled and you will be established in jnanam. That is a process. So, attending classes and that too live is extremely important. That's when you get the real meaning and understanding. I hope Guru is correct. Difference between attending live and attending, seeing a video YouTube, correct? And you see all sahapatis together and the atmosphere is charged with a lot of punya samskara. Everybody has got very positive thoughts, right? When they come to this class, correct? All the positive thoughts will all connect together and then result in slowly the transformation. That's why when you do together, there's a lot of benefit. See, when you're doing individual YouTube, you are alone. And also your mind is not under control. Let me tell you, I can guarantee 100% when you're watching video independently, you cannot be so focused as you are when attending class. Yes or no? Can 5 people say? Yes or no? Correct? No? It's like studying at home and studying in a class. In a class, the teacher is there looking at you, whether you're studying or not. Similarly, in the beginning, it is like that only. It is slightly academic, but more spiritually academic. Spiritual academia, you should call it. That's how it goes. Okay, now what is Bhagavan saying? My dear Arjuna, once again, look at the way Bhagavan is teaching. Bhagavan doesn't say, hey Arjuna, you are really misunderstood a jnani. He didn't say that. He didn't say that you are misunderstood a jnani, you are focusing on external appearance, how he walks, talks, sit and all. He just focuses on the main theme without giving any feedback to Arjuna that his question itself is wrong. The way he has questioned is wrong. Through that, Bhagavan wants to say, now note down important points. The traits or the values or the qualities or the gunas that a person who is established in knowledge has attained, and that which is more or less natural to that person. Write down. It's a natural trait that has been acquired not suddenly. Please understand, Bhagavan doesn't touch somebody's head and suddenly the person undergoes transformation. It is years and years of sadhana to rectify oneself, to see, compare the scripture and say what Bhagavan is saying and what am I doing. Am I able to at least 5%, 10%, 20% align with what Bhagavan is saying? First, it is about appreciating the value. Because there is a saying, Rajasagar, Swami Dayananda said, a value is a value when you know how to value that value. When you don't know how to value that value, you will not pay any attention to it, correct? Bhagavan is going to say a lot of wonderful qualities that we need to build, wonderful values. Sometimes English is very good. So, we have to say that these are the qualities, because please understand, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra is for the ultimate goal of life, the self-realization and getting the cycle of samsara. Are you getting the point? It is not some academic or professional course where you go and study for some time for getting money, position, power and all those things. It is the biggest challenge of life that we face as being born as human beings. Are you in agreement first? That should be your higher goal. I hope all of you are committed to that, right? So with that in mind, we have to not only study the scriptures, which will give us a logical approach to understanding the reality. At the same time, we have to build these qualities that are being told here from 255 till almost the rest of the entire Bhagavad Gita, second chapter is dedicated to this. And because of Bhagavan Anugraham, we also have the unique opportunity of studying the traits, the nature of a Parabhakta on Saturday, Sunday morning, which is Friday, Saturday night for people in the US, that you will be able to see what Bhagavan is going to talk about, the value systems of a Parabhakta in Bhakti Yoga towards the end. Yes or no? Rangarajan Doctor, correct? Prabhatam, Rangarajan Doctor, correct? He is talking about the thing, Parabhakta Lakshanam. Then you will see that the Parabhakta Lakshanam and Chittaprajna Lakshanam are one and the same. And later, when you go to Gunatita Lakshanam, in 14th chapter, even that is the same. So, this is the introduction to understanding the traits and values of a Chittaprajna. Then quickly, any studious person can quickly put definition of Chittaprajna. I told Nyaha, Prajnaha, Thiraprajnaha, Chittaprajnaha. Nyaha means one who knows. That means what? One who knows that there is an Atman, Ashish Parekh, right? Look at the word Chittaprajna. You should write down Chittaprajna. Work from backwards in Sanskrit. Unlike some other language, don't connect that particular language, but to decode something, you have to go like this. Nyaha, Prajnaha, Thiraprajnaha becomes Chittaprajnaha by Sandhi rule. Nyaha means one who knows that there is something called as Atman. Janati iti Nyaha. Those who know Sanskrit. Janati iti Nyaha. Visargam word now. Kalam Nyaha. The Visarga should come. Nya is not a word by itself. Okay. Janati iti Nyaha. Then Prakarshena Janati iti Prajnaha. One who knows with a lot of clarity is called a Prajna. Then after, it's not enough to have bookish knowledge, clarity about something. Here it should be what? Integrated into your emotional quotient. Write down this. What has been understood intellectually has to be integrated into emotional quotient of the individual. Why? Nangan Mukund, are we by nature reacting to situations intellectually or emotionally? Any of you can answer. I just found Rangan Mukund, I asked him the question. Do we react to situation emotionally and intellectually? I'm very happy. It should be very You should be frank. Only if you're frank. Frank ಆಗಿದ್ರೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟಾ? So we are by nature emotional. So that emotional personality itself, which is nature, should start getting these qualities. I'll give a small example. We all study, right, from childhood. Satyam vada dharmam chara. Speak the truth. Be always in the path of righteousness. That is intellectual, yes or no? Will anybody in the world, any religion for that matter, any community will say speaking false, speaking lie is correct? Kumarji, Suprabhatam. All religions say the same thing, correct? And follow the path of righteousness. Don't do sin, correct? Na? But are we able to apply it into our practice? Murali Tyagarajan sir, good morning. Nice to see you. Singapore, right? So are we able to apply it in practice? Why? Internalizing is the problem. Correct. Now you understand. Between the intellectual aspect of understanding that we strongly believe in, then internalizing and then making it a natural trait is sadhana. Write down. Sadhana or effort is required to internalize what has been. First of all, very few people come and take the intellectual approach. Saugandhini madam, how many are interested to study what shastras, what are they saying? What is our Dharma Shastram saying? Why should we listen to this? All that is bunkum. It's all meant for old age, not for, as they say, right? So to get interest to understand what is right itself is a great effort. And after that, the journey doesn't stop there. One has to start the process of internalizing all these values. And that's when the full value of that value will apply to you. And you'll be a transformed individual. Please understand, this is a package deal. Just by intellectually studying something, you will not get a supreme peace of mind. It has to be internalized. And so Bhagavan is going to explain to us those aspects. Once again, it's an example. It's not a complete thing he's going to give. He's going to give a few traits, and that's good enough. More or less, 90-95% all the traits of a jnani is going to give. And what is the message? Acharya Shankara writes in his Bhashyam. Shivani madam, he says that what is a natural characteristic of a jnani becomes an inspirational or aspirational aspect for the sadhak. And understand what I'm saying? When you look at somebody, for example, I'll give an example, worldly example. You all see, today when good batsman playing, okay, good, Sachin Tendulkar playing batting, Rutvich, or your favorite, Djokovic playing tennis. You like tennis, no? The way he plays, you will want to start getting those qualities, what made him a great player, right? What is natural to Djokovic should be inspirational to your son or daughter. More if they want to become a tennis champion, yes or no? Similarly, if you want to become a jnani, if in this life or some other life, what is natural state of the mind of a jnani? We have to work hard to get those qualities. Point one. Clear? Vijay Lakshmi, camera on panungo. Second point. Please understand, this is not going to happen overnight. You have to be patient with yourself, with the surroundings, with happenings around, and slowly start inculcating these qualities. Rome was not built in a day. And as and when you acquire each and every quality, you will see the same life looks very different. What life was there initially, a lot of confusion, challenges, stress, anxiety, tension, all that will seemingly start melting like the camphor melts in front of Bhagavan. Why is your camphor in front of Bhagavan? Natatra suryo bhati. Just like the camphor melts and creates a light of knowledge, this mind which has got ignorance will melt and the light of knowledge will come in the mind. That is the spiritual aspect of showing the Kalpuram to Bhagavan. Please understand, every action we do in our life, in our puja, has got a spiritual orientation. Similarly, when you start sitting and studying and building all these qualities, you will see the transformation as an individual. So Acharya Shankara says, what is natural to a jnani should be aspirational, inspirational. And so we have to start building those qualities. So what is the first quality that Bhagavan is saying? He's saying that, Bhagavan is saying that, hey Arjuna, look at the answer. Please remember the question. The question was what? What is his demeanor? How does he speak? He means he and she both, because don't say that Bhagavan didn't say she. Nah. Natha Ganesh Madam. Nah, she kekaliyen koda. General da. So how does the person, what is the demeanor of the person? How does the person speak? This is pulling it, I'm telling you general. Okay. And how does the person sit? How does the person walk? So what should Bhagavan had told? Bhagavan said, this is the way a person walks. Raja Nadai. Solran liya, Vinod. Raja Nadai. Simba Nadai. Solnama. Adala Sola. He didn't say all those things. He just walk like king or whatever. See, where is he saying? He's going to focus on the mind. Bhagavan is saying, this person, hey Arjuna, is satisfied in himself, in the Atman. Himself means in his own self, his or own self. And this self is not the physical body or the intellectual personality or the emotional characteristic of the person. It is the Atman, which is substratum of everything. This person has understood that Aham Brahmasmi, I am that Atman, I am the pure consciousness. So first thing is the abidance is within the Atman, which is the true nature. That means what? The person is always aware that I am actually pure consciousness. This physical body, mind, like come just like this shawl. I worn a different color shawl today. Again, Guru Potter, after during Guru Purnima, I went and had darshan and spent 2 hours with him. And he gave me this. Okay. So I said today, next time opportunity, let me share with you. Okay. So this will come and go. Tomorrow this will go away, some other thing will come. Just like that, the body will come and go. Things will come and go, but my nature is pure Atman always remains. I am that. And abiding in that means that is the knowledge that is always permanent at the background, like Shruti in a Carnatic music. Don't forget that. And what does the person do? He is satisfied in abiding in the self. And by how does he abide in his own self, your own self? By his or her own knowledge. Somebody will not come and say, Ram Subramanian, you are Atman, rest in Atman. You don't need to keep on telling that you are Atma Surupam, you rest in Atma Surupam, not required. I told you, every day morning, now it is morning in India, so I can chant this sloka. You all learn these 3 slokas. Pratasmarami hridi samsthuradatma tattvam satchit sukham paramahamsa gatim turiyam yaswapna jagara sushuptam avaiti nityam tad brahma nishkalamaham nacha bhuta sangaha. Morning, you start every day by reminding yourself that I am Sakshat Brahma Surupam internally. Externally will come and go. Then there are 2 more slokas. Adi Shankaracharya is wonderfully composed. Prata Smarana Stotram. Write down. If you are interested, we will do a recording and share it with all of you, so that you can learn. You are interested to learn, we will give the text and the recording to you. You all please learn this and chant it every day morning. That is the way you reiterate your true nature every day morning. Like that, this person doesn't external person. Initially, for the first 30-40 years, will be the Guru. Guru will be keep on saying, you are Atman, you become that. The Guru will be saying, then this person has been established. First trait of the Atmajnani. Second, importantly, this person gives up all the desires that are appearing in the mind. It is very difficult right now for you to get to that state. So, but Bhagavan says the true Jnani has reached the state of desirelessness. Very, very important question for all of you, right? Sir, is it possible, sir, to become desireless, right? If you are desireless, you cannot do anything in life, right? So as Grihasthas, what we say is, Grihastha means what? As family people, you have all the valid desires that need to be fulfilled for you to complete your duty. GNVR, Narendra Upston, camera, all of you. Okay, Krishna, Botela, whatever. Okay. See, as valid desires, it means what? You are born into a family, you got children, you got other people. To make sure, as Dharma Shastram says, to execute all those things, let the valid desires be there until they are executed. And slowly Bhagavan will take away all the unwanted desires and finally establish you in a desireless state. It's a process. See, today we are not jnani, so we cannot say all this should come to us immediately. You understand? No, this is the state of a jnani. So we will reach there someday. 𝐈𝐬𝐸𝐽𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐭, one day we will reach there. So, but understand that that is the final stage or the state of a jnani, desirelessness. So that is the second or third quality. Then if a person has these qualities, Bhagavan says, then only this person can be called as a person established in firm knowledge. So what are the 3 points or 4 points? The person is established in Atman, and the establishment happens on his or her own nature. There is no external pushing to be abiding in the self. Person has given up all desires. Then this person is to be established in firm knowledge. Now look at the Padavi Bhaga Anvaya. So suddenly you will think, is it what Bhagavan has told? Yes, Bhagavan has told this only. What has he told? Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha he partha manogatan atmanyeva atmana tushtaha hita prajnaha tada uchyate. People who are Sanskrit oriented, yada tada, quickly catch the word. There is one yada, there is one tada. Yada means what? When. Tada means then. That means what? If we start the process today, and one day when we reach the state, then we will be established in firm knowledge. That means what? In all these acquisition of these qualities, please understand, the person is applying the knowledge that the person is learning every day. Are you not learning every day? What is karma? What is karma yoga? What is chitta shuddhi? What is chitta ekagrata? What is chitta vishalata? There we are studying ekarupa upasana, vishwarupa upasana. What is the nature of the Supreme Personality, which is arupam, which is without name, without form. All these, then there is knowledge of Dharma Shastra that we learned earlier. All this combination starts flowering into the wonderful nature of the jnani. Is what Bhagavan is saying. Now, Anvaya. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. He Partha Tushtaha Atmani Eva Atmana Yada Prajahati Sarvan Kaman Manogatan Tada Uchyate Thita Prajnaha. Easy? Have you got the words? Or you want me to repeat? Again, okay. Write down again. See, the way to do is, I'll give you an example. You have to start putting 1, 2, 3, 4. See, when I do Padavibhaga, Arvinda, line podno. For example, I say Prajahati, line, Yada, line, Kaman, line, Sarvan, line, Parthal, I use the pencil, Partha, line, Manogatan, line, Atmanyeva. In between Atmanyeva, Atmana, small line you should put. That means there are 2 words. Atmana, line, Tushtaha, Chita Prajnaha, one more line in between. Tada, one more line, Uchyate. Clear, eh? Process is clear how to put the line? Bala Natarajan, Purnjida. Then what you do is, when I keep saying Anvaya, that is the way to read the sentence, put 1, 2, 3, 4 number. So for example, I'll go slowly in this case. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. That is our first beginning, it is there. That is A, B karlo. Jo bhi karna hai karlo. A, B. Sri Bhagavan, Naveen Balwat. Sri Bhagavan is A, Uvacha is B. That is done. Now come to the shloka. What happens? Hey Partha. So you should quickly go and locate Partha. Partha, where is Partha? Second word of the second padam. Put number 1 there. Partha. Now you see, you can never sleep in Vedanta class. How not to sleep in Vedanta class is a technique our Guru will use. After some time it will become, you will get so enamored and you will just stick to it. It will become your nature. Not Lalita, correct? Huh? So, Partha number 1. Then go and write Tushtaha. Where is Tushtaha? Third padam, last word. You put number 2 there. Nah, correct? You are getting it? Tushtaha number 2. Then what you should do? Number 3, Atmani. Where is Atmani? I broke the word. Atmanyeva. Atmana, right? Atmani, Eva, Atmana. 3 words are there. Atmanyeva, Atmana. 3 words are there. Atmani, Eva, Atmana. So Atmani will be what? Put the number. Somebody say what number it is. 1, 2, 3, 3. Eva, number 4. Atmana, number 5. Then yada. Yada becomes what? Number 6. Where is yada? It should go up. Everybody, how it is making go up and down? Very good. Yada. You want me to repeat? Are you okay? Okay, no? Okay, good. Okay. Yada. Then prajahati. Number 1. Suddenly number 1 comes. Prajahati. Sarvan. Kaman. Where is Sarvan Kaman? Sarvan Kaman. Sarvan is the first word of second padam. Kaman is the last word of first padam. Meena Rao, are you finding it difficult a bit? Initially it will be difficult. Don't worry. I had an 80-year-old student when I was teaching in my physical class. For 10 years I taught Bhagavad Gita in Kannada. I think Jagannath Gupta ji is there here in the class, I think. He is there. Jagannath Gupta ji, ask him. He learned this technique at 80 years plus. And today he will not study any shloka without this methodology. Correct? Jagannath Gupta ji, correct? So everybody, it's very easy to learn. Only your focus should be there. So Sarvan Kaman. So Atmani eva Atmana yada prajahati. Sarvan Kaman. Manogatan. Tada uchyate chita prajnaha. Okay. Rajan Challappa, the daughter is, I think, doing nicely. She's able to make clearly. You will get the number 1, 2, 3. Very good. If you study like this, I'll tell you, Shastram will be in your hand. Tomorrow, nobody can confuse you. It becomes your knowledge. And nothing is greater than your own knowledge which you own. Yes or no, Shanti Shri Madam, correct? See, when you know that when you touch fire, it is hot, do you need somebody else to say, do you need somebody to tell you? You know naturally, that is your knowledge. It has become experiential. Correct, Shivani Madam? Correct? Andamadri, if you study like this and you get doubtless knowledge, you don't need to be worried about anything. That's what happens. Yadate moha kalilam buddhir vetitarishati. Yada gantasi nirvedam shrotam yascha srutasya cha. That slokas are very important. You will yadate moha kalilam. Ke nyamar ka liya. Logam by heart panno jnana varno naka. Sudden jnani aayid mudiyade. Correct connect panno idukku anduko. So when the moham disappears, when will moham disappear? When you get firm knowledge. Are you getting the point, Guru Swami sir? Adukku first Shraddha Bhakti irukano. Right from writing a message in a group to Guru, you have to have namaskaram mari aanamikano. Ishthathike namla one liner write in message in a public forum, you cannot write here. That kind of Shraddha Bhakti attitude to start, that is the first learning. You say you are not getting jnanam because attitude itself is not right. Unless you bring the right attitude, you cannot get jnanam. All no, please show on cameras. Okay, now. Okay, now. So Atmani eva Atmana yada prajahati sarvan kaman anogatan tada uchyate prajnaha. Now, once you have got this, you should now go word by word meaning in the Anvaya form. Suresh Kumar. Anvaya formula, no meaning. How? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Very simple. Let's say you can learn Sanskrit by studying 7 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Become expert in Sanskrit. I cannot keep on repeating enough. Okay. The Lord now said, means he answered, because the answer to a question, Bhagavan, the Lord said what? Hey Partha, hey Arjuna, tushtaha. Tushtaha means satisfied. Tushti, we say, no, santushtihi. Santosha comes from santushtihi. When you're satisfied, you become happy. So, tushtaha, satisfied. Atmani eva atmana. Atmani, saptami, in the Atman. By the Atman. What is in the Atman? By the Atman. That means the person is established in the Atman by his or her own conviction or intellect. See, I told you many times the word Atma means different in different contexts. The word Atma means physical body. Atma means mind. Atma means intellect. Atma means Shuddha Chaitanya or Atma, the pure Atma in Vedanta. So Atmani, the first Atmani is in the Atman, is the pure consciousness by Atmana. By Atmana. Atmana means what? By the firm conviction of the intellect. You understood? No. So the establishment of Atmajnani in the Atman is not subject to external force or anything. Naturally, the person is abiding in the Atman. So you should write down Atmaneva Atmana Tushtam, satisfied in the abidance of the self by your own knowledge. Please understand, when you are doing Vyavaharam, interaction in the world, it is your mind or intellect that comes into place. Are you getting the point? Atma won't act. Atma has no action. The mind is what is acting. So when you're using the mind intellect also work in the world, at the background, it is resting with the thought that Aham Brahmasmi. I'm giving you the tools and techniques. It takes a lot of time, for a period of time to get this, but this is the final frontier, we say, no? Nah. Youngsters don't know. In the older people know. We had one TV serial. Space, Space, the final frontier. Correct? So it is the final frontier. So to work towards that, we have to build this quality. So satisfied, abidance in Atman. Why is the person satisfied? Write down. Star Trek, correct. See, what happens is, by nature, as worldly people with ignorance, we believe that by doing something, we'll get fulfilled. By doing something or getting something or something happening, we'll get satisfaction or fulfillment. Whereas this person has understood what? What? Brahmavidya apnoti param. Brahmavidya param apnoti. One who gets Brahma Jnanam, he attains the ultimate. How does the person attain ultimate? It is a technique which is called as what? The person Atma Kamaha. Write down. I'll give you all these Upanishad, Vakyas. Later I'll sit and explain to you. It takes a lot of time, but write down these 3 words. Atma Kamaha, Apta Kamaha, Akamaha. What is the process? The person is first interested in Atman, goes through Vedantic studies. Then Apta Kamaha, attains fulfillment. Once you attain fulfillment, Akamaha, no desires. That is the process. You please go and visit this one video I have put. Timeless wisdom for eternal happiness. I don't know how many of you have seen that video. Please go and see. I have explained in detail, 1 hour, the process of the way happiness is generated in the mind. And you will discover what I am saying here, what Bhagavan is saying here, exactly will match with that. Slightly put in a very modern context. Anybody seen that? Anybody seen that particular video? Please go and read that for more details, how the happiness generates in the mind. So this person has reached that state. Then, so satisfied in Atman by his or her own understanding. Yada prajahati. So what happens? The fundamental ground, like to build a house, you need foundation, right? To build a house, you need foundation, yes or no? Similarly, this foundation of Atma Jnanam is the fundamental principle on which all the person's actions in the world, Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, happens in the world. So once the person is established, what happens? Yada prajahati. When one gives up. Yada, when. Prakarshena jahati. Totally gives up what? Sarvan kaman. All the desires. Manogatan. Obtaining in the mind. Tada uchyate. Then he is said to be. Here is Pullingam. Oh, you can, Srilingam is applicable also. Then this person is said to be, uchyate means said to be, hita prajnaha, a person of firm knowledge. That means what? It is just not bookish or intellectual knowledge. The person has moved from Shastravit to Atmavit. Shastravit means only knows Shastras, bookish. Atmavit means he knows the Atman and rests in the own person. Now, next question will come. Sir, if there are no desires, how will the person act in the world? Question will come or not? Yes or no? That becomes incidental. Write down. The actions of a jnani are incidental and they are not the most important driving factors for the existence of the jnani. For us today, every action has to be deliberate, focused, done so that we get the results for the action. The Jnanis reach the state where everything is naturally. See, let me ask, a lot of our Sri Matas are there. They're all expert in cooking or not? Hema Bhaskaran, Rukmini, Ramakrishnan, cooking experience. While cooking itself or not doing 3-4 other things, you'll be speaking to somebody on phone, you'll be monitoring whether son has got up, is he studying, you'll not doing 4-5 things together or not. Yes or no, Saraswati Madam saying, right? Similarly, when you yourself can do that so easily, and your taste will be the best taste when you serve the food or not, nothing will go wrong with that, correct or not? Because you're focusing on 3-4 other things, will your food get spoiled? It will not get spoiled. Similarly, this person is established in firm knowledge. Anayasana, incidentally, all this will get done. No need to focus and have a desire and say, this is what I will do, blah, blah, blah. There's something that you need to achieve, at the back of the mind. Let me tell you, your mind processes that M-flops, they say. Very fast processing happens in the brain. It will know what to do, and the mind becomes so evolved. You do the right things at the right time consistently. You're getting the point. The journey, when you succeed, the taste. How do you know the taste of honey? Unless you taste it, you will not know. So when you're getting established, you will know what I'm saying becomes reality. Understand? So don't think it is impossible. It is possible. In our Shastras, like our Venkataraman is saying, there are 3 stages. Write down. Shruti, Yukti, and Anubhavam. The first is Shruti. Listen to what the Vedic statement, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita say. Hear them. Yukti, apply logic. Be very rational. Put it to the best test of your intellectual knowledge. Ask the question repeatedly. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Ask the question again to the teacher. I don't understand this. I don't understand. How is this possible? Everything. All questions you get answers. It's called Yukti, logic. Then Anubhavam. Then it becomes experience and natural to you. Are you getting it or not? Shruti, Yukti, Anubhavam. Don't forget that. The process, it may take 3 decades, can take 300 years or 300 janmas. It is your samskaram. More you stick to Dharma Shastram, Parashuraman, more you do Anushtanam every day properly, stick to Dharma Shastram, the more easily it will become natural. The more we miss our Anushtana, the more it will become difficult. Now, continuing. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Dukkheshvanudvikna Manaha Sukheshu Bhigatasprihaha Vitaraga Bhayak Krodhaha Hitadhir Muniruchyate.
Dukkheshvanudvignamanaha Sukhershu Vigatasprahaha Vitaraga Bhayakrodhaha Sthitadhir Maniruchyate.
That is the Bhayak Krodhaha. No, Dhirga is not there. No problem. Okay, together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Dukkheshvanudvikna Manaha Sukheshu Bhigatasprihaha Vitaraga Bhayak Krodhaha Hitadhir Muniruchyate. So having established the firm knowledge of Atman, Bhagavan then goes about seeing how this person reacts to situation. So please understand, the trick of a Jnani is not the way the person acts, but the way the person reacts to situations. Now, slowly unraveling the puzzle. Venkat Sitaraman, the trick is in reaction. Like you already started, you told, no, the other day you told very nicely. Stop reacting to situations, stop advising. I remember all that you told. That is the maturity you will get slowly. How not to react. Okay, or how to react. Now, what is Bhagavan saying? This person, so he says that Dukkheshvanudviknamanaha. Now, when you reorganize, this is how it happens. The process 1, 2, 3, 4. Because suddenly it doesn't come to the end. First stage, what is the stage he reached in the first sloka 55? The person has given up all desire. Yes or no? Bhagavan is continuing. So this person now is free from all desires. It means what? There is no craving for getting pleasures in the external world. Indriya Sukham, Alpa Sukham is no longer the focus of this person. You understand what is Indriya Sukham, Alpa Sukham? Mamta Patil artha agtidya? Indriya sukha andre what you see, hear, smell, taste, feel. You get a lot of joy from that, right? From all this panchendriya. No longer this becomes important for this person. So craving for pleasures is no longer the goal. Point one. Because the person is not expecting happiness or anything from the external situation. Point number two, the person is unperturbed by any troubles seemingly happening from the external world. Madhasagar, you understood? No. So this person, other people think this person is in trouble, undergoing problem. Aram se. Right now we say, no? We say some great jnanis who are operated with some serious disease. Yes or no? Other people think that person is undergoing trouble. Ramesh Venkateshan, I will not take names. But you go and ask them, it is not concerned with me, it's concerned with something, body. Body is not, they disown the body also. Please understand. So that is the state. So I'll give you an example. Like that, so many. The troubles need not come only physically. Let me tell you, Sundar Mama, Suprabhatam. Trouble is more mental or not? The way people behave in the world, the way they act, talk, do things. That is more pricking than even physical pain, let me tell you. Correct? So that itself should not be even given any attention. For that, if you are in Dharma, their reaction, let them do what they want. Just ignore. Okay? Everything mind only. Correct. So this person will be unperturbed by external troubles. Second point. Third point. Free from attachment. Ahankara, mamakara, buddhi. Person knows very clearly, whatever I'm acquiring, one day I'm going to leave it and go. What is the big deal? What is required for my life, I'll use it. And use it for the purpose of getting the job done. Nothing beyond that. So free from attachment. And then what? Free from fear. Please understand, very important quality for jnani. Absolutely no fear. Na bibheti kradacha neti, na bibheti kutascha neti, yato vacho nivartante, aprapya manasa saha, anandam brahmano vidwan, na bibheti kadacha neti, na bibheti kutascha. Rendudra varudhu. Chaitanya mantram. Enna? Raman. Please, person has no fear. Fearlessness, the person. So desirelessness is one state. Fearlessness in one state. Fearlessness doesn't mean what I told in the last class. You will not go and say, stand in front of everyone and say, I am fearless, so please come. Bell mujhe maar. No, bull is going. They all do bull know that during Bengal, they catch. This fellow won't go into that. Don't think a jnani should go and prove. Jallikattu. It doesn't mean jnani should go. For the benefit of all people, there is one festival in Tamil Nadu called Jallikattu. It happens after Pongal, where they are supposed to go and tame a bull. Don't think jnani should go and do that to show that he or she is fearless. Fearlessness is not in Jallikattu. Fearlessness is in the mind. Nobody can shake the person's mind. Understood? No, fearless state the person has reached. Then what? And also the person doesn't have something called as deep dvesham or deep anger for somebody. Like what? After the incident happened, you go on thinking about that. Oh, that person, you bite your teeth and all. No, that person won't do that. He will not have any inbuilt anger. No, we'll say in the match, right? What is done in the field, leave it in the field. In interaction, something is done, the person leaves it then and there and goes away. And you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll have to also scold people to bring them on the right line, yes or no? No, Guru Arpan sir, Periva coaching mandala, Periva katalam pona romba kashtam, irundu paarugo. Periva strictly yarum kediyadhu. Please understand, when people do any homam with our Perivas, the Vaidikas are scared. What? They'll always be scared. What mistake we're going to do? Periya Mahajnani irundhalum, Periva knows how karma kanda yajna should be done. Correct? All of you should go and see. In Vyavaharam, the perfection is required. So they will definitely, oh, but then they will leave it there and go away. They will not carry over and say, after the person meets, when the Vyavaharam is happening to make people, if you say even this is okay, that is okay, this is also okay, then what? Nobody will come in the right path. Yes or no? Are you getting Mamta Patil? Are you getting the point? Jnani will be strict to the extent the person needs to be brought on line. I told the example of my Swamiji. Swamiji, the pen should be there only. Example I given you. So that will be seemingly anger. That means what? Anger is brought upon for a small period of time to show to the person that what you are doing is not correct. Then and there the person will even go away. Other people may mistake. Sir, kochikira sir. Na ஞானி வந்து கோச்சிக்கிறாருனாக்கா நீ நஞ்சன்னு போப்பா. ஓம்கார சுவாமி ரொம்ப ஸ்பெஷலிஸ்ட் இல்லை. அடிக்கடி சொல்லுவாரு என்கிட்ட, எல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு ஏசி ரிப்பேர் கூட சரியா பண்ண மாட்டேங்க. உன்னை திட்ட வேண்டியிருக்கு, என்ன பண்றது அப்படின்னு. தேனியில ரொம்ப ஹீட் ஜாஸ்தி, வெரி ஹாட் பிளேஸ். AC, even that flow will not repair properly. Every day it will go into repair. So please understand. So person will get seemingly angry, but anger is never internal. These are the qualities of a person, of a sage who is firmly established in knowledge. Write down all these 4 or 5 points. Free from hoping for pleasure from indriya sukham, alpa sukham. Mind is not perturbed by any troubles. Free from attachments and fear and anger. 5 qualities here. Like that, every sloka, write down how many qualities Bhagavan is saying. 5 numbers you write down. Later you go and revise. This is what Bhagavan is saying. We can see in the Padavibhaga. Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha sukheshu vigataspruhaha vitaraga bhayakrodhaha hitadhihi munihi uchyate. Anvaya. Vigataspruhaha sukheshu anudvigna manaha dukkheshu. Anvaya paathukonga correct-a? Evlo nalla irukku parunga. See, sukha and dukkha, how does the person approach? Vigataspruhaha sukheshu anudvigna manaha sukheshu. Then vitaraga bhayakrodhaha uchyate munihi thitadhihi. Anvaya kadachida. Why is Bhagavan saying thitadhihi? Anybody sharp in the class? Why is thitadhihi being used? Word. Why is Bhagavan is the prajna, thitadhihi and all? Arjuna said. Arjuna, very good Vinakshi madam. Arjuna asked the question. What? Thita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhisthasya keshava thitadhihi kim prabhasheta. So Bhagavan is giving pointed answers to Arjuna's question. For me, Bhagavad Gita should be really enjoyed. Every word Bhagavan says, connect back. See, in this sloka number 55, Bhagavan told Chitta Prajnaha tada uchyate. Because Arjuna coined the term Chitta Prajna, seri vainko. Chitta Prajna, you take it. You told Chittadihi, take Chittadihi in sloka number 56. Are you getting the word? Same word is coming here or not? So, this person is said to be, both are same. Chitta Prajna is same, Chittadihi is same. Because Arjuna wants to show Pandityam, Bhagavan says, okay, I accept your Pandityam. I will repeat your words so that you get acknowledgement of your Pandityam. Bhagavan is saying this. Now, Anvaya meaning Padhukonga. Anvaya Kadashida correct? Correct. Okay, now 2 aspects. When you enter life, you get either happiness or sorrow, correct? 2 things you get. You get an in-between state. I call this state on Monday afternoon or Sunday afternoon 4 o'clock. Sunday afternoon after 4 o'clock, you go to a state called Manda Buddhi. Allah saapirupom. Onnu another activity irukadu. Mind enna pandradhu thonadu. Enna idu mind blank ah irukku. Correct? Am I right or wrong? Have you gone through this? All of us have gone through this or not? That is why in our Shastras 4:30 Rahu Kalam. Sunday iniki. Okkan Ambala vandu puja pannu. Ambal ஸ்தோத்திரம் படி லலிதா சஹஸ்ரநாமம் சௌந்தர்யில கரெக்டா வச்சிருக்காங்க. நம்மளுக்கு தெரியும் சண்டே போய் புரிஞ்சு போச்சு, பகவானுக்கு எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சிருது. சண்டே 4:30 இஸ் மோஸ்ட் மந்த புத்தி பாசிபிள். என்ன மந்த புத்தியை இன்டர்னல் ஆக்குறது அம்பாளோட கருணையே. என்ன so that mind will be made brilliant by focusing on chanting. The manda buddhi time. Correct? Am I right or wrong? Ramesh Venkatesan correct சொல்றதுன்னா வீக் டேல ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்காது. ஏதாவது வேலை இருக்கும், ஆபீஸ்ல பாஸ் தோணத்தோன்னு சொல்லுவான், வைஃப் சொல்லுவா, சம்திங் ஏதாவது இருந்துட்டு இருக்கும். ஆனா சண்டே ஒண்டி கொஞ்சம் மைண்ட் மந்தமா போயிடும். அதான் 4:30 டைம். கரெக்டா? 4:36 ராகுகாலம் இருக்கா இல்லையா? அதுதான் நான் வந்து ஐ ஷுட் டேக் தைத்திரியா கிளாஸ் 4 to 5:30 முன்னாடி எடுத்திருந்தேன். சண்டே இன்னைக்கு இல்லையா டைம் அப்படியா ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம் ஜனங்க. ரைட்டா? Now, so this person, like everybody gets so-called happiness and sorrow in life. This person, whenever happiness approaches the person, he doesn't crave for those happiness. Agate swagatam kuryat, gacchante tu na nivarahe. Let it come. Whatever happens, happens. So that means what? I will be happy if this happens. I want this to happen. This should only happen. Paramatmaji Swami used to say, a Jnani is the best person to make new schemes. Because with good interest, good intention, the Jnani will start a scheme. It doesn't succeed. Sari bo, put it up in India, he will start something else. Other people know, oh, I started, it should 100% succeed, get ossified, depressed. No. Start something, hopefully things will succeed, doesn't succeed, go forward. Understand what I'm saying? So this person doesn't crave for pleasures. He's free from craving amidst pleasures. That means what? Doesn't want to enjoy indriya sukham. Vigata sprihaha sukheshu. Sukheshu. Amidst pleasures, vigata sprihaha. That means what? The craving is not there. Please understand. Okay. Why? The person is already fulfilled. Please understand. Applies jnanam. Purnamada. Purna. Class mudiyalappa. Solren. And he's already understood his Purnam. So he is always happy. That means what? He doesn't need to get happiness by some happening in the world. I'm trying to explain in various ways. Okay. That is what is the Vigata Sprihaha. Spriham means that which touches, which comes and attaches. That craving, no? Sprihaha. Craving for that. Okay, that is not Vigata Spriha means without the craving. Meaning correct. Sukheshu. What happens? Dukkeshu. Somebody will say something, somebody will not behave properly. All this will happen. Anything if you are I told you Jnani is many types, right? One Jnani will be interacting in the world, one Jnani is retired to forest, one Jnani will be in between, right? So when you're interacting, all these things will happen. Navagraham irke. Nah. Shishyalla, Navagraham irkumala, Guru Pranzar, Lave Orema Rupangala. Why Navagraham is shown? Each one will go in different direction. Guru has to bring all of them together. That's the biggest problem Guru get. So he'll have to do. Seemingly people think he's struggling to do all these things. Onnu struggle lang kadayadu. Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha. Mind is unperturbed by all troubles. So many troubles the person will face in doing something good for society. The person will not be bothered. Mentally, the reaction to troubles is zero. That means what? No reaction. Okay, pa, Maya. Maya, these all things will be chanting in the mind. Maya matram idam dvaitam. Advaitam paramarthataha. So we'll keep saying and keep on moving. Anudvignamana, very nice. Anudvignamana, first chapter. Adhe marida, Arjuna. Shoka samvignamanasaha. Adhe marida, Vignamanaha. Manaha means mind. Vignamana means that which is perturbed. Anudvignamanaha means that is unperturbed. By what? Dukkeshu. By all sorrows. Then what? Second, third one. Vita raga bhaya krodha. Raga bhaya krodha. All three. Vita means bereft of, without, free from what? Raga, bhaya, raga not Carnatic music ragam. Ragam internal meaning is that which makes you attached. Likes, deep likes. Raga means deep liking for something. Vesha means deep dislike for something. I like this very much. I like only red color. I don't like black color. Correct? Deep likes, deep dislikes. Problem. Like you put a line, no, and say people should follow the line. He will put the line. He will ask people to follow. If they don't follow, he is not perturbed. Don't get. Why should you get upset? You are saying for the good of other people. They follow, fine. Don't follow, fine. Tadastu. Aishman bhava. Okay. So no ragam, no bhayam, no fear. I told you already you are fearless. Krodhaha. No, that deep anger is not there. So for a jnani, kopam ksanamatram. There are three. Next class I'll tell you. In anger itself, there are 3-4 levels. I'll tell you. Somebody remind me. I don't have time now. I'll do one more sloka today. Then, when a person is totally free from craving for pleasures and mind is undisturbed, unperturbed by trouble, free from attachment, fear and anger, uchyate. This person said to be munihi. Another word Bhagavan is putting. Muni means what? Sage. And write down. Vyutpati for Munihi. Maunat Munihi. Mauni is a person who is normally reticent and silent. That is Munihi. Mahabharata last 15 years. Should go and have darshan, that's all. Rarely Periya open the mouth. Last 15 years. Like that, they reach the stage where they don't even need to open the mouth. So Munihi. But doesn't mean he doesn't open the mouth there. So don't misunderstand. Talkative person doesn't mean he's Ajnani. Raman, don't misunderstand. The person is talking, that doesn't mean the person is Ajnani. Jnana or Ajnana is in the mind. Depending on situation and what is required, the person will do. ரொம்ப important point. ஒரு ஞானி புரிஞ்சது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். To understand ஞானி is very difficult. If you apply all these things, how many things apply to Lord Krishna? Can somebody say? If you put all these things, Muni, he is a Maunat, Muni, he was Krishna silent. Please understand. Difficult. Thita, he, mind, knowledge, intellect. Thita, he, firm knowledge. Understood? No? Anvaya is clear now. What is next sloka? Sloka 57. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Yes Sarvatra Nabhisneha Tat Tat Prapya Shubha Shubham Abhinandati Nadveshti Tasya Prajna Pratisthita.
Yasarvatra nabhisneha tat prapya shubha shubham nabhinandati nadveshti tasya prajna pratisthita.
Very good. Together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Yes Sarvatra Nabhisneha Tat Prapya Shubha Shubham Nabhinandati Nadveshti Tasya Prajna Pratisthita. Now, Bhagavan is going to say further examples of what is the nature of a person whose knowledge has been, knowledge is firmly established, right down. Established knowledge, the jnanam is there completely established in the person's mind. What are the characteristics? First, this person is unattached everywhere. Nah, mentally unattached. Physically may be attached. Ram Subbo. Acharya, idhila sadhana panchakatla kadasil na solrade. Ekante sukhamasyatam paratare chetas samadhiyatam. It means what? The person is perfectly capable of living alone, but for requirement of circumstances and situations, the team may be around or whatever to do may be around, but person is perfectly happy being unattached everywhere. 1. 2. The person neither rejoices when something favorable happens, nor gets depressed when things that are unfavorable that happen. This is the quality of karma yogi. That means what? Because jnana yogi doesn't mean you drop the quality of karma yogi. Carry over da. Please understand. The person has followed dharma. Here also will be in dharma only. Certainly not become adharma. And you Periva sonna. Sir. Mahaperiva Jayantiyo Aradhan sonna. Mahaperiva chinna vayasula oru system follow pannindama. Snanam pannada onnume nothing he will take. That he followed till the last breath. Without snanam, nothing will be taken, right? And we were told it is public domain. So it doesn't mean after become jnani, suddenly rules of equation change. I am jnani, so anything you can do. Not like that. So the Dharma Shastra will continue. So Karma Yoga, what the person obtained, being not reactive to either happiness or sorrow, continues as a jnani. You understand what I'm saying? So whether in favorable, unfavorable situation, the person neither rejoices nor does he hate very unfavorable situation. For example, we are all traveling. You go to a place which is very, very hot. There is no AC. Standard example, Ramesh Venkateshan. Jnani won't complain. Namala enna pannuvom? Arre vekkradeppa. Enna idam adu. Surya Bhagavan karunaye kediyadu. We'll say we blame Surya Bhagavan. What is Surya? Simply so hot. Doesn't he understand 45 degrees? Think. Example, even in unfavorable situations, the person doesn't lose the equanimity. And that person is called firm in knowledge. So quickly, Padavibhaga. Yaha sarvatra anabhisneha tat prapya shubha ashubham. Shubha ashubham is one word, Sandhi Viva. Shubha ashubham one word. Na abhinandati, na dveshti, tasya prajna pratisthita. Anvaya. Now, yaha anabhisneha sarvatra. You write section of putting make sections of the sloka. Yaha anabhisneha sarvatra na abhinandati na dveshti prapya tat shubha shubham tasya prajna pratisthita. Okay, clear? Not okay. Very fast. Okay, I'll repeat again. Yaha anabhisneha sarvatra. na abhinandati, na dveshti, prapya tat shubhashubham, tasya prajna pratisthita. Okay, afterwards you can revise. Third time you will go and revise the I'll take 3 minutes more. I'll finish off this shloka. Okay. What is the meaning? Yaha, whosoever, though it is called he, pulling shabdam. Yaha saha, whosoever means what? A person can be Purusha, Stri, can be, any country. I keep saying Italian, German, whatever it is. Atman is open to everybody. Please understand. Whoever anabhisneha. See, the word is abhisneha, anabhisneha. Abhisneha under the moola word. Opposite anabhisneha. Unattached. Abhisneha na attached irukkiradhu. Sneham nale connection. Abhisneha na attachment. Adha snehita nu solrame. Snehita, snehite nu solrame. That is attachment. So anabhisneha is unattached. Sarvatra, everywhere, to everything. That means what? Only in this place will be unattached. If I go there, will get attachment. Like for a sannyasi, for a jnani, is called a parivrajakaha. Write down. Means what? Person will keep moving from place to place. Parivrajakaha na ஒரு இடத்துல இருக்க கூடாது. சாஸ்திரம் சொல்றது ஒரு இடத்துல 3 நாள் இருந்தனா அதுல அட்டாச்மென்ட் வந்துருமா. ஒரேப்பன் சார். ரியல் சன்னியாசி வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல 3 நாள் இருக்க கூடாது. அது சாஸ்திரம் அது. அதுக்கு தான் சாதுர்மாசியத்தை தான் விரதம் எடுத்துக்கறாங்க. நான் இங்க வந்து I will be there for next 60 days. அப்படினா நான் தீட்சையில ஒரு மதர் ஒரு poem portion இருக்கு. Okay, now coming to the point. Sarvatra, everywhere at all times. Na abhinan. So one section. This person is unattached everywhere. Point 1. Second point. Na abhinandati. Neither does the person rejoice. Nandati, nandati. கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா? சொல்லிட்டே இருப்பேன். Nandati, nandati, nandati. Na abhinandati. That dveshti, nor the person hate. So neither rejoicing nor hate. For what? Prapya, on facing, when encountering what? Tat shubha ashubham. So write down. Shubham prapya na abhinandati. இப்படி படிக்கணும் அத. Ashubham prapya na dveshti. That's the right way to understand this sloka. When happiness comes, the person doesn't rejoice. I keep saying, no, the feet doesn't go in the air. I said on Hindi song and all. Remember all those things. I will repeat that. So feet doesn't go up in air when something very great happens. Neither person depressed when something doesn't go the right way, so-called right way. So the person neither rejoices under favorable circumstances, so-called, and doesn't hate unfavorable situations. For such a person, knowledge is firmly established. Clear? All these are qualities. That means what? We have to start slowly integrating. What is the first lesson we have to learn? Don't complain about any situation. I'll tell you what is the lesson from 3-4 slokas we learned today. Don't complain. First point. How do you not complain? I given that 16 principles, no? 4 physical health, mental, emotional, psychological. That's one point. Auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is the best way to not complain. What is auto-suggestion? Whatever happens, happens for good. Simple, I tell you. Whatever happens, I will keep on saying. Then what? No complaint. Yes or no? First thing is, no. Once you don't complain, that means what? We call it whining. Whining, naka, popularly, people are all going party. What does whining mean? Going Tirmalai. Inge vandu WHI whining. Why me? Why not that person? Why at all they should come to me? That's called whining in Vedanta. Whining in Vedanta is whining in the public. So here the person won't whine. Angi whine panna ingi whine panna. Adha maltiman punida. Angi no whine, ingi no whine. It means what? Why me? Correct. Why me? What should happen? And then that WH whining is not there. And so the person is always firmly established knowledge. One more sloka will chant and close. Sahasrakam. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Yada samharate chayam kurmunganiva sarvashaha indriyani indriyarthebhyaha tasya prajna pratishtita. Chant. Shri Bhagavanu Choluma.
Sorry, I was muted. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Yada Samharate Chayam Gurmonganiva Sarvashah Indriyani Indriyarthebhyah Tasya Prajna Pratisthita.
Very good. See, you should say Indriyani Indriyan. Should actually Dirgham varnanga. Okay. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Yada Samharate Chayam Gurmonganiva Sarvashah Indriyani Indriyarthebhyah Tasya Prajna Pratisthita. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta Sanmangalani Bhutyaita. So for clarification, some people may doubt. Sir, இன்னைக்கு அமாவாசை தர்ப்பணம் ஆச்சே, கார்த்தால எல்லாம் வேதாந்தம் கேட்கலாமானாக்க வேதாந்தத்துக்கு எல்லா எக்ஸெப்ஷனும் இருக்கிறது. For people doing அமாவாசை தர்ப்பணம், including me, will do after some time. Morning you can come and listen to Vedantic lectures and then go back and do தர்ப்பணம். Okay? Clear? Anybody has got doubt? Be clear. இதெல்லாம் clarity இருக்கணும். வேதாந்தத்துக்கு வந்தாக்க the rules normally are very different from normal. Okay? Hari Om Tat Sat. Narayana.